What's going on, guys? We are heading into week 2 of the little bit of a reset cleanup phase. So we are down a total of 3 pounds this week just from dropped about 700 calories on training days. We're going to be keeping the same. Just quick update. Physique is way tightened up from those 3 pounds. Obviously, that's just a lot of water retention. I was holding a lot of water from probably 150 extra grams of carbs a day. But yeah, we are feeling great. Honestly, my energy is better. Not feeling bogged down. Feeling like I could run through a wall right now. Like training is next top tier. This is S tier training right now. So one of the biggest things is a lot of times when people start cutting their calories down or they change their diet or something like that, they stop pushing in the gym. But this is a reason to push even harder. You can grow when you're in like a cleanup phase. So, like, my goal is still to build muscle while I'm losing body fat right now. And every day that I step in the gym, my mind has to be turned on that I'm building muscle, that I'm pushing myself to absolute max potential. Because if you're not, that's when you start to lose muscle. So we have to train even harder in our cleanup phases. Most people take it easy and they're just like relaxing and going through the motions. And even when you're dieting, it's like, yeah, I'm eating less food, so now I'm not going to push it in the gym as much. Like, I don't need to. No. You need to push even harder now. So, guys, what is that looking like? We still keep meals the same. It's still 6 meals, same foods, just a little bit different amounts. So, not much changes. Everything stays the same pretty much year round. Bodybuilding, again, it's monotonous. It's boring to most people, but you just need that to compound year after year of discipline, putting in the work. And that's really all you have to do every single year. And you will get better. Just keep putting in the effort, keep putting in the time. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's just the phases are a little bit different. Whether our main goal is to lose a little body fat and clean up right now, but I still want to put on muscle. I'm not done growing. We're just taking a little cleanup phase for a couple weeks. This way we have a really good runway to grow more without putting on too much excess body fat. Um, yeah, and it's still, even when you're pulling back, it's important to check your health markers weekly and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to show you guys, this is what I use just to check, make sure you guys see that. Check my insulin once a week. It's more than enough. Just checking once a week your glucose. So all you do, you put this guy in here, pops up on the screen that it's ready, prick your finger, and go. So right now I'm sitting at 90 millimeters per milligram, which is really good insulin sensitivity, really good blood sugar. I've the highest I got, even when I was pushing more food, I was only up to like 95 on, I think it was my highest one. So my body has stayed really insulin sensitive, uh, and that's great. You want to protect that in the off season. Otherwise, you need to start manipulating with some lower days, some higher days, things like that. And you can regain that insulin sensitivity. Now, why is that so important? When you're not sensitive to the carbs, your body's not going to process everything correctly. That's when you're going to have more likelihood of putting on body fat versus when you're super insulin sensitive. It is a lot easier to drive muscle growth. So protecting that, especially when you're putting on weight, putting on size, and trying to grow as much as possible, is huge for putting on quality tissue versus just gaining weight. Anyone can just gain weight, just eat McDonald's every day. No hate against McDonald's, but like, you just eat crap every single day. But when you're getting your food sources from nutritious variety, keeping your gut health in check, all of that is going to play a big factor into how productive your gaining seasons are, your gaining phases. So, going into what we're in right now, I'm calling a cleanup phase. It's important to have an end target in mind. It doesn't necessarily need to be a date, but you need to have a target of like, okay, when I get to this, I'm good. Why? Because you can't just keep dieting forever. Too many people make the mistake of, oh, if I lose 5 more pounds, I'm going to get leaner. If I lose 5 more pounds, I'm going to get leaner. When in reality, your body is not ready to lose 5 more pounds of body fat right now, and you're just going to start wasting muscle and your training is going to go to shit. So don't drag out your dieting phases. I like to put them in blocks. It's like, we needed a little cleanup. We're going to do 4 weeks. Most likely it'll be around 4 weeks. Again, we'll see how the body responds over the next few weeks, but after week 1 being down about 3 pounds, 2.5 to 3 pounds on average, I think 4 weeks is probably going to be the sweet spot. Probably head into like 190 pounds, maybe 192. See how we're looking to see if we tighten up anymore. If we need to go an extra week or 2, we will. But most likely it's going to be around 4 weeks, and then we get back to pushing and gaining weight and growing. My ultimate goal this year is to really just put on as much size as possible. I'm still up in the air if I'm going to compete towards the end of this year. We're going to actually work on that timeline after this cleanup phase in the next couple weeks, so I'll have some news for you guys. But right now, I'm still leaning towards competing around this time next year and just doing probably 1 or 2 more cleanup phases, pull some body weight off. This way I can get a true like 40 to 48 weeks of putting on size. And then when we step back on stage, we're going to have a totally new package. All right, so what's on the menu today? Today is our pull day. So we're going to show you guys some of that. We got some cool new equipment added to the kit at Bev's, so we're going to use some of the new Mega Mass stuff today. Super excited. I don't usually jump to new machines, but I was changing my plan a little bit anyway to do some 2-arm movements for my back training. So we're going to give some of them a go. And I'll bring you guys along, go through my whole training today, my new pull day, and kind of why I'm doing these exercises versus what I was doing. Not that what I was doing wasn't working, because my back is arguably my strongest body part. But I want to take you guys along the way today, and we'll show you exactly what we're working with. But right now, it is almost time for my pre-workout coffee. I hold coffee so dear to my heart. 2 coffees a day. It's all my caffeine. That's all I need right now. I'll save the high stim stuff for when I'm deep in prep and really got no energy, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So for now, it's 2 coffees a day, 1 pre-workout about an hour and a half before. This way the caffeine goes through my system and I'm ready to go when I walk in the gym. Today's going to be a nasty workout, so I hope you guys are ready. Alrighty guys, so we're getting ready to have our pre-workout coffee. Now, anyone who has a Keurig, this is my favorite coffee, Seattle Dark. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. Yeah, Seattle Dark. Not really a dark roast coffee person typically, but I absolutely love those. For whatever reason, that one just tastes great. I also only drink my coffee black. So what I do every single morning before I leave my house, this is the key to reaching your goals. All of my food for the day is weighed out down to my nut butter. So this is my nut butter for my last meal. I got my apples for my last meal ready. I've got cream of rice weighed out. Nothing else in it right now, not ready, because you can't really pre-cook that. But I do have my water weighed out for my cream of rice. Shout out Core Nutritionals for this awesome shaker. Best supplements in the game right there. And then I'll also show you guys in my fridge right here. I have, actually, let me bring you guys down here. So I want to show you guys what my fridge looks like. So I like to prep my food in 3-day increments just because the 4th day is a rest day. So then we'll reset every 4th day. So basically, I've got all of my meals prepped for the next 3 days right here. So everything that can be pre-prepped is. Make sure that you're keeping yourself prepared. That's the easiest way to stay on point. There's no guessing. I wake up in the morning, get all of my stuff together down to my allocated salt. So I keep my salt for the day right here in this little container, and then it's 1 gram on each meal. So everything is ready, pre-weighed out. Everything is ready to go. There's no guesswork. It is so much simpler when you have everything prepared. Take that advice. If you don't change anything, just pre-prep everything in the morning so that your day runs smoothly no matter what it throws at you. So I'm gonna go get this coffee. Oh, she is ready. Oh, that's a little hot. Not drinking that yet. Just gotta let that cool for a minute. Then we're gonna sip on this. We're about an hour and 15, hour and a half out from training right now. So we'll sip on this over the next 30, 45 minutes, get some other stuff done around the house. Let's get a little bit organized, and then we are going to go train back. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, so first movement of the day, we're using this linear T-bar row mega mass. So I really like their equipment because it matches the strength curve of the muscle. So it's lighter at the top of the contraction and heavier in the stretch. This movement, I'm focusing on engaging my lats at the bottom and then pulling into my mid back and upper back. Really using this to try to bring up my rhomboids, mid back, mid trap. I have really developed upper traps, and my lats are pretty developed, but you could never have enough lats. So I'm switching to starting with this movement instead of always starting with a pull down. My other back day, we are still starting with a pull down, but on this day, we're starting with the row. Moving on, we got this high to low row. This is a really good way to target that mid to lower lat for me. Really good connection here, focusing on controlling the eccentric, controlling the way up. So I like to be a little bit more aggressive on the way down, get a really good squeeze into the muscle, and then keep that squeeze the entire time and feel it stretch the muscle out. If you get a big contraction and then just let it go, you're getting half of the benefits out of the movement. So try to keep and maintain that contraction all the way through. You should feel it through the whole movement. Moving on, we have a single arm row here. Actually, we did do a pull down before this, but the gym was so packed I couldn't film that. Just 2 sets of a straight up and down lat pull down. So here's a single arm mega mass, getting that full stretch and full squeeze all the way up. So whole time I'm driving my hand and elbow down. This is really to target the lat. And as you see, keeping my chest glued to the pad and keeping my chest upright. So not rounding over, forcing the stretch to come from the lat, and really just thinking about pulling through my elbow versus using my hand. So when you use your hand, you start to recruit all of your arm. I'm really trying to keep this in my lats. So actually first day that I didn't have a bicep pump after a full back workout. Last movement, we have this neutral grip row. What's really cool about this one is the handle rotates with you as you pull back. So it allows you to get a really good squeeze into your back. So this is just to finish off the entire back. So I'm just trying to squeeze everything here, get a really good contraction. Don't really care where, I just want to feel my entire back on this one. So this really finishes off my back. So just 2 sets here, top set, back down set, and on the back down set we do a drop set with a 4-second negative on the drop. So again, just really finishing off that whole back, and look at those lats contracting, starting to get some striations again, and we're only down 3 pounds. So this is kind of crazy, being this body weight. Back actually looks really, really dry today for this body weight. So really pleased with the conditioning and how everything is feeling after just a week and a few days of pulling food down. Quick little session debrief. You guys saw all the training there. Today was a really, really good training session. Energy was super, super high today. Honestly, with a little bit of less food, my training sessions have been going better. So I'm going to keep this wrap up kind of short today. It is pouring out and I don't know how much I should talk and drive. So awesome session. Really connected well with everything. The little bit less body fat and water is definitely helping me connect, mainly with my biceps. Like my back I always have a pretty good connection with, but I was starting to lose really good bicep connection. So pump was awesome today. Feel really, really good coming out of the gym. Energy levels are still pretty high, which hasn't been the case lately. But as always, guys, if you learned something, if you like the channel, just like, subscribe, comment, send the channel to a friend. If you want to support, you can check out my 2 sponsors, Core Nutritionals, code John10 at checkout for all of your supplement needs, health subs, proteins, everything. Top of the line, top of the game. Their line is awesome. You know it's a good session when your English starts messing up on you. Pride Foods, best cream of rice out there. It keeps me fueled post-workout. And it's honestly tastes so good. It's like my sweet tooth craving every single day. I'm having the maple waffle today. I can't wait. But yeah, guys, so like, subscribe, comment on the channel what you guys want to see next, and we will see you soon. Crush it together.